easy fight for him. And I think this should be laid to rest because I don't think AJ's going to go in and try and pat. AJ's going to smoke him.
He's so dangerous, man. It's like you're dealing with a guy who's an Olympic gold medalist, and he's enormous, and he's got vicious knockout power, and he's got immense amount of experience at world.
If this is a straight up AJ versus Jake Paul, then we all know what should happen. This is a one-round job.
AJ is an enormous guy. Like, he's a big unit. I think Jake realized that when they came.
The boxing world is talking about one thing: Anthony Joshua's new, terrifying size. This isn't just about being big. He looks like a walking nightmare for anyone sharing the ring with him. Every punch now seems to carry the force of a sledgehammer, backed by a physique forged through relentless, brutal work. If Jake Paul isn't scared, he should be. This isn't just a boxing match anymore. It's a fight for survival against a man who has been rebuilt into something built for one purpose: to dominate.
Jake Paul is in danger, serious danger. I know you've heard it all before, but I could just reiterate what everybody else is saying. He's in serious danger of being seriously.
Watching Anthony Joshua hit the pads isn't training. It's a threat. Every punch is pure, clean power, a sound that screams menace. That monster physique and the relentless work behind it would make any fight a second guess, especially Jake Paul. This isn't a routine session. It's a full-blown, public warning. Step into that ring with him, and you're not facing a man. You're walking straight into a storm.
There you go, good. Beautiful. One more. There you go, beautiful. Beautiful.
AD Oladipo cuts straight to it. Anthony Joshua isn't playing around. Training with Alexander Usyk's elite team, he's refining every weapon he has. His new size is terrifying, his discipline absolute. This combination means one thing for Jake Paul: he wouldn't make it out of the first round. Joshua is evolving into something beyond a champion. He's becoming a walking nightmare in the ring, and the entire boxing world is watching, completely fixed on what he'll do next.
That's serious. He's now training with the Usyk camp, not just for your fight, but for fights going forward. This isn't AJ saying, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna train myself. Just get in shape and maybe just train with my amateur coach. This is AJ saying, no, we're gonna train with Usyk's team. And
Eddie Hearn nails it. While most would ease up, Anthony Joshua is building something terrifying, session by brutal session. He's hitting pads like a machine, forging a physique and a focus that feels almost superhuman. The result is a fighter so intimidating that, if he were being honest, Jake Paul wouldn't step into the ring without a shot of pure adrenaline. The world isn't just watching a champion train. It's watching a man transform into something unstoppable.
And that is what he's ready to do. He could have buried his head in the sand. He could have just gone away and gone on holiday. He didn't. He wants to start training. He wants to improve. He wants to get in a position to win this fight.
John Fury says it plainly. Anthony Joshua's size, power, and conditioning are a nightmare for anyone. If Jake Paul steps in with him, it won't be a fight. It'll be a mouse walking up to a lion. Joshua's monstrous physique isn't for show. It's a promise. Step into that ring with him, and you're not just facing a man. You're staring straight at your own destruction.
Anthony Joshua could knock Jake Paul out with his dick. So if it goes any other way...
Johnny Nelson puts it simply. Anthony Joshua's focus and his monstrous training are building toward one outcome: total demolition. Jake Paul wouldn't last around. Joshua's rare mix of size, precision, and raw power is a terrifying sight. The boxing world isn't just watching. It's holding its breath at the thought of what happens when Joshua is finally let loose.
As long as AJ gets the job done, and I mean gets the job done, shows his world-class pedigree and wipes this boy out, then everybody's happy. But
Duke McKenzie sees it clearly. Anthony Joshua isn't just confident. He's locked in, with a terrifying focus. His monstrous size and punishing training have turned him into a nightmare for anyone, and for Jake Paul, that nightmare is real. Every pad strike, every drill has one purpose: to break his opponent. Joshua isn't here for a game. He's here to dominate, to humble, and to remind everyone why he's one of the most feared men in the sport. If Jake Paul steps into that ring, he isn't taking a chance. He's walking into a storm he can't handle. And the boxing world isn't just watching. It's holding its breath, caught between awe and alarm at the sheer force Joshua has become.
And Joshua said to himself, he's looking down on the guys going, you know what? I'm going to batter you. And I like when Joshua talks confidence, talks so confidently, and rightly so, because he should batter this guy, and he will batter this guy, and put this rubbish to bed.
Carl Froch puts it bluntly. Anthony Joshua's skill, his size, and his timing work together like a machine built for one purpose: to break opponents. Jake Paul doesn't have the experience or the nerve to survive even one round with Joshua in this form. That monstrous physique, combined with surgical precision, is a disaster waiting to happen. Every punch is planned. Every move is dangerous. For Paul, this isn't a fight. It's a total mismatch. And anyone watching knows the outcome isn't just likely, it's inevitable. This is about Joshua imposing his will, and the only question left is how long it takes.
This is a one-round job, because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
Tony Bellew says what we're all seeing. Anthony Joshua's new size and his brutal training have moved him to another level entirely. Jake Paul isn't just facing a fighter. He's stepping into the ring with a force of nature. The sheer intimidation is overwhelming. This isn't a boxing match. It's a live demonstration of raw power, precision, and total physical control. And what it leaves behind in the boxing world isn't excitement. It's a sense of stunned, collective alarm.
Money talks, as they say.
Money talks and bullshit walks. We all know that phrase. We've all seen it, but this is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Tyson Fury's take is bold, but it misses the point. It ignores the monster Anthony Joshua has built himself into. Joshua's new size, his relentless training, and his razor-sharp focus have transformed him into something else entirely. Anyone who thinks Jake Paul stands a chance is overlooking the raw power, the long reach, and the cold, hard experience that Joshua now brings into the ring. The boxing world isn't just watching a comeback. It's witnessing an evolution. AJ isn't just back. He's a force of nature, and stepping in with him isn't a fight. It's a gamble that no one in their right mind would make.
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look.
Eddie Hearn says it best. Anthony Joshua isn't walking into this ring for a show. He's bringing danger with him, a level of threat that feels almost unreal, backed by a monstrous new physique, razor-sharp skill, and relentless work. Joshua isn't just a champion. He's a predator. Every single pad session, every brutal combination is a direct message to Jake Paul. This won't be a fight. It will be a demolition. The size, the power, the speed, it's all overwhelming. Paul isn't facing a top boxer. He's facing a titan who has mastered every part of the game. Joshua's focus is absolute. His punches hurt, and his mind is always 3 steps ahead. Hearn's warning is clear. Joshua won't hold back. He will hunt. And the moment Paul slips, it'll be over. The boxing world isn't just watching. It's holding its breath as this force of nature prepares to unleash something unforgettable.
It's a very dangerous night's work, and AJ will be, people say, oh, will he take it easy on it? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around. He don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
Michael Bisping gets it. Anthony Joshua doesn't just handle pressure. He feeds on it. He's walking into this fight with the odds against him in the public eye, ready to demolish the very idea that he's finished. His new power and physical presence are nearly impossible to deal with, and his mindset is locked in. For Jake Paul, that's the worst-case scenario, facing a former champion who's not just talented, but hungry to prove a point. Even if Joshua dominates, the critics will talk. But for anyone truly watching, there's no debate. His sheer size, his punishing training, and his devastating skills speak for themselves. This isn't just another fight. It's a controlled explosion of a man at his most dangerous, ready to answer every question with one unforgettable performance.
He was man enough. He was willing to test himself. He would prove everyone wrong, all his critics, like me. By the way, I'm not like out there on an island by myself. Everyone says the same thing, and he would potentially prove all of those critics wrong. Well, yeah, he would, maybe, unless there's some funny business, right? And for Anthony Joshua, as I said, this is kind of a lose-lose, right? Because if he wins, people are still going to say, well, you only beat Jake Paul, right? The man that lost to Tommy Fury, after all, right? That's the only loss in his record, Tommy Fury. You're telling me that Tommy Fury's going to beat him, and then Anthony Joshua's not going to beat him? So if he beats him, he gets no credit. And if he loses, then holy can you imagine? That would be the biggest downfall of any boxer's career.
Dana White's reaction tells you everything. This matchup isn't just a fight. It's chaos waiting to unfold. Anthony Joshua's size, strength, and precision have turned him into something almost unstoppable. For Jake Paul to step in with him isn't brave. It's a risk bordering on reckless, and everyone in boxing knows it. Fans aren't just here for the competition. They are here to witness the sheer, imposing force Joshua has become. That new frame, paired with peak conditioning, makes him a juggernaut. Every punch he throws feels like a conclusion. This isn't entertainment. It's a statement. The world is about to watch a masterclass in controlled destruction, and anyone who doubts what Joshua is capable of is in for a very short, very brutal lesson.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
David Benavides makes it clear Anthony Joshua is a nightmare for anyone unprepared. His monstrous size, forged through relentless training, and his elite skill make him a force unlike any other in this era. Jake Paul's hype and online bravado mean nothing against that kind of power, precision, and experience. Every jab, every hook, every shot carries the weight of years of mastery and a physique that can end the fight in an instant. The lesson from Joshua's past opponents is clear. Inexperience shatters against his dominance. Paul is next in line for that same hard truth. Fans aren't just watching a boxer. They are witnessing something rare, a man whose size, strength, and ring intelligence have merged to create a true force of nature. Anthony Joshua isn't just fighting. He's delivering a final, unforgettable statement on what it means to be a champion.
Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. But
his new, monstrous size, combined with relentless training, has turned him into a walking nightmare for Jake Paul. Every pad session, every brutal combination, has one goal: total dominance. Joshua isn't entering the ring to compete. He's entering to end this. The buzz across social media, the training footage, the stunned reactions, they all tell the same story. This isn't a fair fight. It's a live demonstration of power, skill, and sheer intimidation. Even Paul's biggest supporters can't ignore the raw reality of Joshua's size, speed, and precision. If you love boxing, you cannot look away. The build-up, the visuals, the sheer magnitude of this moment, it all points to a historic and brutal night. If you're hyped for this showdown, hit that like button. Comment below, how long do you think Jake Paul lasts? And subscribe right now for full breakdowns, exclusive updates, and instant reactions as we count down to the chaos.